coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. From the 6. A dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people now are going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They defer to White out of the shotgun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Hey, alert 33. Hurry!
Mayfield on play action. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Mayfield. This is Smith with the ground. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Mayfield off the play fake. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Hurry!
They go play action. Mayfield. Open man right side, Myers. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
Hey, alert 33.
They will run with White out of the shotgun.
Let's get a bobbin. Let's get a bobbin.
End zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off-play action. Brady. They'll roll him out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who puts it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now Folk for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Right, check 33. 33.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. But defensively here, Charles, I'd have to imagine coming up with a game plan to stop Tom Brady. Many have tried. Few have succeeded. But what do you see as their best course of action?
Yeah, besides stating the obvious, which is having great guys who can cover, and we know how difficult that is in the NFL, I say it's inside pressure. The guy's up the middle in his face because he's not the type of athlete who can get out to the perimeter and hurt you. He has to step up in the pocket and throw downfield. If you have a couple of good pass rushers right in his face, right in his grill, that's your best chance to slow him down.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people are focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought into what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for New England.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Let's go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Jackson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be at the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's a give to Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 44, Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Let's go, baby.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. On play action, now Brady rolling to his right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense. So the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal, getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have the Patriots first down as the tackle made at about the 38. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Alert! 45. Mike, 45. Hey, man. Watch the group. Watch the group. 45. Mike.
Point it right.
Alert, flare.
Here's Mayfield. And this one complete to Smith. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Come on, fellas.
So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On a handoff, it's White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They go right back to White here on 1st down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Regular.
45. Mike, 45.
I'm trying to collect. Run.
45, Mike, 45.
On the handoff, this is White. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
We got this.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Hey, check my
On the give, it's White. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. 45 for Mike.
Hey, alert 33. Regular.
Watch the ship.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. White. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, alert.
To throw, Mayfield. And the timing a bit off enough that time as that one falls to the ground.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2.
Run.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Mayfield. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. It's serious right here. We got to step up. Hard check 33. 33. That's the second.
Brady now to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Gamble. Fighting through, he's got space. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And Chris Godwin, one of those great unselfish players. Remember, he gave up his uniform number to Tom Brady when he got to town. He's kind of known as the 1B to Mike Evans' 1A in this Tampa Bay pecking order among receivers. He makes a nice catch there.
A handoff to Fournette. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2nd and 8 coming up. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A.J. Bourne with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanket in the field going all the way back to the opening drive. They come up with a pick right there.
Complete. Smith has it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Johnny Smith spent 4 productive years in Tennessee, but really broke out in 2020 with a career-high 41 catches and 8 touchdowns. They really love his ability to get downfield.
And they get him down right about the 20. Devin White, the Bucs' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
King! Hurry!
Mayfield to throw it. This is caught. It's Brown. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots out onto their lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition. competition at that spot, but he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Full connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Let's go to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Brady on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a play fake. Brady. Buying time to his left. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Desmond Trufant. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
First down, here's White. 103 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Flush to his right. It's caught. Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Hurry!
I got you. I got you.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
45, Mike, 45.
Now Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. New England on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Hurry! Hey, alert 33!
Mayfield off the play fake. Open man is Myers. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
45's the mic. I hope you brought your
Alert! Alert!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a... And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Brady. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll leave this one for White. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Hey, alert! Alert!
Mayfield on play action. Flushed out right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Let's set a time. Hurry!
45 is the mark.
Run.
Come, baby. Woo!
Mayfield down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
Regular.
45. Mike, 45. He's scared. 45.
Hurry!
Mike, 45.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, alert!
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. 45's a Mike. 45's a Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Henry. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on.